expression is very strong. So when you have this expression and you show this so strongly, so it does not, well, it reduces your calmness. Okay. So this is when you are being calm, you train or you talk to yourself, you tell your mind and heart uh, to listen and to slow down and find this peace, find this very silent place in your mind, despite the potential stressor coming from inner or external factor. So it's not easy. It's not easy to find this calm place and very serene, very tranquil situation when you are being confronted with a stressor. What is a stressor? Stressor is anything that causes you stress. Okay, so this stressor can be anything. It could be a person, could be your best friend, it could be your girlfriend or boyfriend who have come and is not happy with you for whatever reason. It could be a situation where you were in a rush completing your assignment, and then suddenly the electricity went out and you didn't have the chance to copy or make properly save the all the correction that you have just made. This is also can become a stressful factor. And then stressful factor also can be uh, an event of natural disaster, that's totally beyond our control, and that also can give us a lot of stress, and stressor also can be something that coming from within, when you feel that you are uncertain, you feel that you are not up to something, you feel that you are lacking, not confident of something, whatever. So this is also can be a stressor for you. So when this stressor is become so loud in your mind and in your head, so it will apa, uh, sunken down your calmness, and it makes you feel kelang kabut, make you feel that you are all over the place, that you don't know where to stand, what to do, so you losing your ground, you losing your ground and what is to do next, and you become drowned in the situation and also drowned with your own emotion, because of this stressor has creeped out and make you feel uneasy and make you feel so uncomfortable with this situation. So when you are summoning your calmness ni, so it means that you are purposely consciously telling your mind, telling your heart to calm down, chill, and don't panic, find this solace, find this quiet place in your mind to take refuge for a while. So this is when you trying to or being calm. So you purposely finding this spiritual peace, calm place in your mind, in your heart, so that you can take shelter for a while to process whatever is happening. And this thing that happened is the stressor, that makes you feel jump out of your comfort situation. Okay. So when you are able to call this or to find this tranquil place, this peaceful place in your mind, in your heart, you might have already achieved your inner calm. Despite all the chaos that happen around you outside, you still find this inner calm, that is only can be found in you yourself, but it does not happen in a snap of a finger. Okay, it must be instructed, and it must be called, it must be put some kind of effort, for you to call on to this place. Come to me, my peaceful serenity mind, come to me, keep on instructing until it shut down all the noise, and all the noise of chaos, all the noise of stress, all the noise of uncertainty that make you lose your calmness. So you need uh, to be certain about calling this. I want to be in this peaceful situation, I want to come to me peace, come to me calm. So you purposely train and exercise your mind and heart to reach this calm place. All right, so now we go to uh, uh, calming your inner storm. Way to use your inner calm. Okay, so how are we going to this is a simple ideas lah, of how you would call to your inner peace slightly easier lah, for those who wondering how can I call this inner place, inner peace in my mind, in my heart, when I don't even know where it is and where to begin lah, basically. So there are so many ways, and there's not only these three ways, and there is so many ways that you can try, and that whatever suits you, whatever works for you, use it lah. But for those who might not have ideas, so this is my suggestion. You feel free to disagree, and feel free to tell yourself, no, I think I'm going to do it differently. It's up to you, as long as it brings you to this calm place in your mind, in your heart, where you feel you are safe, where you feel that nobody can stir your inner core, can make you feel uneasy and uncomfortable. It's up to you. By all means, you can use it. All right. So the first thing is compassion. Having compassion, bringing in the feeling of compassion alive in you. So compassion is when you feeling or showing sense of sympathy to other person because of their suffering or agony, whatever. So usually stressor that come from external, from another person, for example. People marching in your room and start becoming very angry towards you and throwing all nasty words towards you, and if you don't keep calm, if you don't immediately move it into your safety place in your mind, you will very tempted. You are very tempted to go against and to have this argument with this person. So you have to call for your compassion. Compassion is, remember, to sympathize to what this person is experiencing. Maybe some of you would say that, how can I sympathize with this person when this person is the one who come into my room and start accusing me of all this crap? So listen. Listen to what this person is saying, and put up some kind of a filter lah. So what is this purpose of filter? The filter is for you to filter lah, basically, to filter or to move away all the nasty word, whatever the very harsh, nasty word, negative word that this person is throwing at you. You put on the filter and saying to yourself, this is not for me, this is not for me, this is not for me. So let all the filter capture all this nasty word and throw it outside from your heart and your mind. And imagine that you have this filter, and this filter is working for you by capturing all this nasty word and throwing away. If you imagine it clearly and as strongly as you can, it works. It really works because our mind is a tool, and they are actually following whatever we instruct them to do. And here comes the compassion. So when you filter all the negative thing, you listen to the part where they explain their suffering. So when you say, because of you, I am very upset, I cry so many, people become angry at me, I lose my sleep, that is their suffering. So you listen to what they are suffering, their agony, their pain for the past few weeks, a few days, because of whatever things that is happening and of the thing that they're accusing you. So listen to what they are suffering, and then come your sympathy tadi, and you will say, oh my God, this person have gone through such a bad day or bad week. No wonder he or she comes storming to my room and acting so upset and angry. And then the next step is keep on breathing. While this person is throwing all the negativity towards you and your imaginary filter is capturing it and throwing away, you keep on breathing. Because if you stop breathing, or if you start to breathing heavily and uncontrollably, it makes harder for your mind to think. So oxygen become lesser in your mind, and you will increase the tendency to become angry again. Become angry the same as what this person is actually doing in front of you. So we don't want that, because today we are talking about calling, being in that calm place. Keep calm. So you keep on breathing and monitor or listen to your breathing so that it becomes so slow and so steady. The moment you realize that you start to breathing heavily or shortness of breath, keep on taking a deep breath and exhale and inhale for quite longer the gap lah, longer the gap between your inhaling and exhaling. Keep on doing that. So after a while, your temptation, your feeling of anger, all your negativity to want to say nasty thing back to this person will slowly subside and slowly not leave away, but the temptation for you to throw back negativity will become lesser, compared to when you have a very short or rugged breath. It makes it more easier for you to trigger, and then it will not end nicely. So then you lose your calm, and we don't want you to lose your calm. Okay. And then remember, after you listen to their pain and agony, what is their suffering, what is their unsatisfaction toward the whole situation, whether it's really related to you or whether it's not related to you, it's just a miscommunication. Okay, try to make the connection. Okay, so now I understand. You are so upset. You are so upset and angry because of this thing that happened, and this thing is somehow is related to me, and that makes you feel that I am responsible for this situation. Okay, I think we can actually do something about this, and maybe we can find out, come up with some kind of a solution. Okay, so to come again, your state of mind is for you to pause for a while. So any time that you are uncertain, you are being confronted, you are being put in a situation that you are not familiar with, or caught off guard, so pause for a while. It's always good for you to pause for a while, and start to attend to your own conscience. What is happening just now? Why is this person barging in? What did he mention about all the things that happened to him, and what is the possible cause, and how does that relate to me? So pause and consciously thinking inside, silently talking to your mind, and so how am I going to react to this? If I react the same way that he or she reacting, is that going to make me feel good? But if I react differently, and regardless of what his or her reaction, how does that going to make me feel? So you have this inner private conversation, with your own soul, with your own mind, and your own inner self. So having this conversation, it's again making you feel that you are more clearer, your mind is more clearer, and you will listen to your emotion and feeling much more intense, and so you are also feeling that, okay, I am feeling a little bit of nervous now, because this person intonation is shrieking and it keep on rising, and that may feel a little bit uncomfortable. But what is the best way for me to counter to this person? And then when you pause, and you start to look and search inside, deeper to you yourself, instead of focusing on how can I argue with this person, kan? But you look inside introspectively and look at what can you do, from your own perspective, from your own capability and understanding, to make the situation better, to make you yourself feel better. Okay, so think creatively. Okay, so this person has not stopped talking, has not stopped accusing me of whatever and making him or her feeling upset continuously. So what can I do? So find some gap, find some situation or moment. You need to listen, and you find a moment where you think that it's appropriate for you to bridge in, and say, okay, I think you need to sit down. You need also to calm yourself down, and then we can discuss further, and I can make me understand more of your whole situation. Okay, so and this also will help you to build in more on your positive energy, because you manage to, hopefully, you manage to make this person come to your level, come to your level of calmness. So because this person coming feeling so hot and angry and ready to turn on table and actually ask you to get out and have a fight. So if you manage to uh, endure this moment of fiery, of this person with your coolness, your cool air, hopefully their fire will reduce a little bit. So when it reduces a little bit, you will identify this by looking at their mannerism, by listening to their tone of voice, and it start to slow down. And this is where you can bridge in and say, okay, sit down. I think I start to understand the bigger picture. What are the things that has been upsetting you the most? So when, of course, anybody usually anybody when they are listening or looking at the person that show understanding, they will feel positive, and they will feel light, and they will feel that they are heard and listened to. So they will, in one way, kind of abiding or complying to your request, and then they start to sit down, and you will have a proper discussion. So this is where you think creatively. When is the appropriate moment for you to barge in by understanding, looking at the behavior and mannerism of this person, and while at the same time is keeping your cool, keeping your cool by talking consciously to your mind. So you are listening to this person talking nonstop about whatever the frustration is, and at the same time you have conversation with yourself. Okay, I am not going to take the bite, the bait. I am not going to become angry. I am going to wait for my suitable moment for me to suggest something for this person. So while doing this, while listening, while having your inner talk, you keep on breathing. You keep on breathing and imagine their agony that they have gone through, and always find what is the connection. What is the connection between this person and me? Okay, and then when you find the connection, okay, so now I think I understand, and let's sit down and see what can we do for us to solve the situation, and to make your situation better, and make this miscommunication go away, for example. So compassion, keep on breathing, and always find suitable time or suitable topic ke area ke for you to make the connection with this person, or whoever lah that you are communicating with or interacting with, whether positively or negatively. So find the compassion, keep on breathing, and look for things that can connect between the two, you and other parties lah, that are having communication, that having altercation ke conflict ke at the moment. Alright. And then, okay, so now that you have ideas of how to calm yourself, by pause for a while and purposely instructing your psychology, your cognitive, your mind, your heart to go to this peaceful place in your mind, and having compassion, breathing, and what's not. So you can also use this charm. So what is this charm? So that you can charm yourself away. So usually when people are charming, they can get a lot of things done. Not like saying that you can get away with stuff, but by getting yourself away, it means that you get things done. You get things done by internalizing this mantra, internal personal mantra: smile, wide eyes, and hit hi. Hi, hello. Okay, so charm is a magnetic ability, magnetic ability to attract and influence others. So this is you having this quality or trait or character, a character that you have in you, where whatever you say, whatever you, the kind of mannerism or behavior that you are showing, making people want to listen or to hear to you more. It makes them attracted to you, like a magnet, magnetic ability. So it makes them come to you again, even though they don't necessarily like you, but there's something about you that makes them want to come and talk to you, and see what is your opinion about whatever lah, about them, about the topic that you're going to discuss. So it's also a charisma and mysterious quality. Mysterious because we don't know this person is charming or not until you have the communication with them, until you interacting with them. You don't know just by looking. So sometimes people don't show this charming until the situation arises. So that's why it sometimes becomes mysterious. But sometimes people already have this charm oozing out and being used, throwing here and there. And this is also indicating someone that is very graceful and poised. So you know how about to carry yourself in different situation with different kind of people. You just know how to act that is pleasing to others, but it also very natural. People doesn't feel that you are pretending or you are faking. People feel that you are serious and you are genuine about what you are showing. So it's kind of secret power lah. Secret power that you are able to attract people, fascinate and make people fascinate, and always have this apa, uh, question about you. What is this person? Who is this person really is? And that also you have the ability to please other. So it's not like saying that when you are charming, you are manipulating others. No, it's like being charming is you making people feel very pleasant and making people very comfortable. And when you are able to make this other people feel this, I'm feeling very pleasant, I feel very comfortable around you. So that is how you will get your way, which means that people will easily comply to your request, to your uh, apa, appeal for help ke whatever. So it is kind of important lah. I mean, it's kind of good. It's kind of good to have these charming qualities. And for those who already have these charming qualities, congratulations, good for you. Use it wisely. And for those who are not sure whether I have charming ability quality in me or not, so yeah, you can start exploring and start trying. And let's see what we have here to be charmed. All right, non-charming thing and ways to use it. And on a normal communication, normal conversation, it's also nice to have to apply this charmness towards other people, so people feel comfortable and feeling that they are wanted to be around you. So this will make your effort to start a relationship easier. So it is good to have this charming, and also it will be very useful if you are in a mild altercation or conflict, like the situation that I imagined for you earlier, when people come into your room and becoming upset about things that you may or may not involve with. So being calm can also help you other than being calm. Sometimes it's hard for us to be calm because whatever reason lah, you just not that calm person ke, or you are so surprised with this event that happened that you have no time to calm yourself. So if you are unable to become to immediately calm yourself, maybe you can be charming instead. Okay, so charming also might help you to ease your communication with others, and also to ease minor conflict or altercation that you're having with other people. So the first tip is not afraid to lose. So it doesn't mean that you will want to win at any cost and you are willing up to having a fist fight, which means that you will be assertive. You will be assertive, you will be tegas in telling what is it in your mind. What is it in your mind, and what is it that you want, or what is it that is not right or fault ke whatever lah. So for example, tadi people come and accuse you for so many things. You can stick to the real story by saying, I'm sorry, I don't know what you're talking about, or I disagree with your idea. So not afraid to say things that you really wanted to say. But remember, people sometimes can accept whatever we are saying, sometimes they are not, especially those who come in a very angry situation, in a very negative state of mind. They don't think clearly, and definitely they are not calm and way from charm. So they don't listen, and they only want to hear what they want to hear. So don't afraid to voice out whatever that is in your mind that you think is true, that you wanted to say, but be also very brave to listen when they are not accepting whatever you are saying. And it's okay. It's okay when they don't accept, they don't agree, they keep on disagreeing, then fine. As long as you have already presented what is it that you wanted to say, and what is it you think that is the truth of the whole situation. If the other party want to accept, alhamdulillah, the conflict will be easier to solve. But if the other person does not want to accept, then it's okay. You already the ball is in their court lah. You already returned the ball. It's up to them whether they want to accept it or not, and you don't have to be angry or upset about it. And it doesn't mean that you lose. It doesn't mean that it means that the other person is still angry and still cannot be reasoned. So just let them cool off for a moment. And then be sincere. So don't pretend that you know, pretend that you concern. So you be sincere. So if you understand the whole situation, say, okay, I understand. If you don't understand, then tell them, I'm sorry, but I don't understand. Why are you angry at me? Why are you accusing me of all this thing? I'm so sorry, but please explain to me clearer. Even when they say, oh, you don't, stop bullshitting lah. You must know this. You, because this come from you, this text from you lah. But if you don't know and you sincerely is at apa, uh, in a very confusion state, so you just say, I am so confused, and please tell me from the beginning to the end, so that I can thoroughly understand the whole picture. Okay, and then win-win. So like not afraid to lose tadi, but it's still there and not afraid to lose. You voice out what you want, but be ready if the other party not listening. But if the party is willing to listen, and always come up with solution that both party will be happy with. Although that maybe you know that in this situation you are on the right side, they are at the wrong side, but it doesn't have to point that out. So you are at fault. I always right from the beginning. From the beginning, we understand that you have falsely accused me. You don't have to point it that way. So you just say that, okay, now, so what are we going to do? What is it that going to make you happy? And what is this other thing that uh, I want to solve? So the other party will explain lah whatever that they want to do. And again, be sincere. If you agree with whatever they're saying, then you can say, okay, I think I can do that. That's fair. But if you think that is not fair, heavy-sided, kan? Be sincere again. Can we reduce on that, because I think it is not so fair. So keep on negotiating until you reach this win-win situation where both parties are happy with the decision. And all the time throughout the negotiation process, remember, smile, wide eyes, and always greet. Okay, all right. So now we're getting somewhere. Now we can thank you. I appreciate your effort. So keep on encouraging the other party. And then human touch. So now we are in COVID. So maybe we need to reduce on human touch. But that doesn't mean that we cannot show that we really care. We really care about this person. Maybe after at the end of the communication, a good handshake will do. But if handshake is not suitable to be performed, maybe you can use other gesture, showing that you really genuinely care about them. So for example, after having this serious conversation and serious discussion about the issue that have been going on, and finally you come up with an agreement where both parties is agree, and it's a win-win situation. So you might start and say, you know what, it's been a hard and long day, and we are tired, exhausted emotionally, psychologically, and physically. Why don't we go and have a drink? It's on me. I will treat. I akan belanja. So this is also can be a human touch, where although we don't touch, but it shows that I am genuine, I am sincere, that I want to solve these issues, and I don't want to have any more miscommunication with you. Let's go and have a peace, a truce by having this coffee. Okay, and then expression and gesture. So you always have to show a very positive, or at least a neutral expression, and a neutral gesture. So don't close yourself by peluk tubuh, hugging yourself, kan, looking away, avoiding eye contact. So that is not a positive expression and gesture. So when you are being charming, so you want to fascinate others, to attract others to listen to you, you have to give full attention. You have to make this eye contact. And then you have to show the right kind of body language, an open body language, leaning towards them a little bit, showing that you are serious about what they are saying. You want to really listen to their ideas, to their agony, pain, and suffering just now. So you show all that. You show the right facial expression whenever they show that they are in pain. So you show a very concerned face, kan? And when they are happy about it, you also show a very happy gratitude kind of face. And also your body language lah, not looking away, not giving your back to them, all of that. So being charm is all in 100%. Your physical is toward them, your attention is also towards the other person. Ask question, very important. You will never understand completely, and you will never know their real state of mind until you ask question. So you have to ask questions. So how do you feel now? What are the thing that makes you really upset about this whole situation? What is the exact word? So if you can narrow to the word, what is it the exact word that trigger you really? So ask question. So how long have you been feeling this? What do you think that we can do in order to overcome all this? So ask question. The more you ask question, the better the other people feel, and the more charming you are. And because people feel that you really care about them and really care about the situation when you ask a lot of questions. But make sure the question that you're asking is really related to the issue at hand, and really contributing to make the situation better. It's not the kind of question that make people feel annoyed, and make people feel challenged. Soalan-soalan yang, so you blame me lah, it's my fault lah. Accusing kind of question should not be used. Those kind of question is so not charming. So if you have been using that kind of question, sarcastic kind of question, it's not charming tau. People will feel annoyed. They will not feel attracted to have any more conversation or communication with you. So don't do that. Ask a genuine, proper, related kind of question. Okay, and then not scared to be silly. So this is not for everyone lah, and not everybody can be but genuinely funny. So not afraid being silly ni. Sometimes there are serious things that you really don't know. And if you are admitting that you don't know, it may makes you look not very intelligent. Or people might say that you are outdated ke, not following the trend ke, whatever. So for me, that is something that you don't need to be afraid of lah. I mean, it is more fearful when you are pretending that you know something that you don't. If you are pretending that, oh, I know everything, and then when people actually ask you to do ke, perform ke about this particular thing that you pretend you know, and then you will be in a deeper shit of a problem. Okay, so it's better for me, you can disagree with me, to own up when I don't know things. So when the issue is happening and people are saying it must be you because you know all this, and it turned out that you have no idea or you know nothing about that particular program ke situation ke. So come out clean and say, I'm so sorry, but can you tell me how to do this because I have no idea. Or I've been trying but still cannot get my hands off this. I'm still learning, and I don't know what is this ke, what to do that ke. So even though people look at even this simple thing you don't know, kelakarnya you ni kan. So it's okay, and I mean it's better for you to make a fool of yourself than other people make you a fool. So you laugh first. Yes, I'm so sorry. I am that perak lah, I am that innocent ke whatever you want to call it lah, but I don't know. Because there are so many things in the world, and there's billions of things that you may or may not know. So it is common, it's totally normal for you in some situation when you don't know, just say that you don't know. And you are lucky enough if there's a person who say, you know what, after they laugh at you, I can teach you. Ataupun you just say straight away that, okay, who can teach me, because obviously I am really lacking behind of this skill of this game ke whatever kan, I really don't know. So don't be afraid to appear silly. As long as you back to tadi, be sincere. You sincerely don't know, then say don't know, it's okay. And always, if you can, call people by their name. If you know their name, so call them by the name. You know Ahmad, you know Siti, you know Chan. And people will always feel closer. They always feel personal when we call out their names. And they feel that you making connection. Remember compassion, breathing, and connection tadi. So when you call people personally by their name, they feel that it is more personal and it is making some kind of unseen, invisible connection. So when you can make this invisible connection, your charming level increases. So you become more charmed, and people is attracted and more attracted to you. And charming people usually they talk less, they listen more. eh. So because people usually would like to talk about themselves a lot. So they want someone to listen to what they wanted to talk, what they wanted to say about themselves. So be that person who listen. The more you listen, the more charming you are. So all these 9 tips, not necessarily you have to have all the 9 at one time. You can choose any of these 9, any 3 any 2 that you're really comfortable with, or maybe you have been doing this all the time. So as long as this is working for you and make people feel comfortable, you make people feel pleasant and connected with you, you can use it and you can apply it in any situation, be it a good situation or in a difficult situation. So it is very useful, very useful, and it will ease your communication with other people, whether making a new friendship or if you are in the situation of resolving a mild conflict. Okay, so you can use these tips lah. Okay, and then here's some story lah. Usually I start story from the beginning, so need the story at the end a little bit. So story of calmness about a fly and elephant. So way one fine hot day in a African safari, there's a huge elephant who's calmly doing his own business, eating fresh leaf shoots from the trees, and enjoying the juicy green luscious leaf, and focusing on eating the leaf lah, the green leaf, young leaf. And then there's this fly, fly kan, so fly around and around the elephant ears, back and forth, and trying to take a bit, get the attention of the elephant, and being going again, running, I mean flying around the head from left to right, and the elephant just keeping still and doing nothing and continue eating the leaf. So the fly become tired. Hey, can't you, I mean, did you see me here, did you listen to me here, that I'm buzzing here around? Don't you want to talk to me or ask me what I'm doing? The elephant said no. So why are you so sombong lah, arrogant kan? You don't want to talk to me? No, said the elephant. So what are you doing? I'm eating. So you don't want to do something else? No. I mean, and after a while, having this very monotone conversation, and the fly said, you know what? I'm tired. I'm tired. I don't want to be friend with you anymore. So I want to go away. And then elephant said, you know what's your problem, fly? Because you cannot stay still. That's your problem. And then the fly said, I cannot stay still. It is hard for me because all my senses is attracted to everything around me. So I want to be everywhere. And that's your problem, said the elephant. You become an easy target. When you are flying all over the place, you become an easy target because you are the source of people annoyance. So people will shoot you down. And how about you? You are a bigger target, and you are staying still, not moving anywhere. You are an easier target than me, said Fly. No, that is where you're wrong. People cannot read what I'm going to do. So while they are while I am keeping very still, and they don't realize that I already in front of them. So this is when I make the hardest attack. And that is when they cannot do anything because it's already too late. While you creating all so much of the noise and fuzz and buzz, people can hear you from miles away, and people can already prepare what necessary lah, to to shoot you down. So that's why your lifespan is way longer, and our lifespan is way way shorter, and our lifespan elephant is way longer. Right? So remember, when you are not calm, and when you are agitated, and when you are always in a unsettling kind of feeling and emotion, you become an easy target. and you become an easy target of a lot of people. And also you become the source of annoyance when you cannot calm yourself and you bringing this chaos wherever you go. eh. So you will disrupt people harmony. You will make people feel uncomfortable because you are bringing your chaos. So find this inner calm. Keep calm, and then people will find you so mysterious, and people cannot predict what they're going to be, and that's going to be your strongest weapon lah. Okay. And then be charming is also a good option, a good strategy for you to use. And yes, remember, smile, wide eyes, and greeting people and calling their name, making the connection more personal, and showing that you genuinely, sincerely interested in what they are saying, all their pains and agony. And when listening to whatever they say, you can make the right connection. And you'll be so glad that when you do this, you will have so many connection, you have so many relationship, and this relationship will go a long way, because people like to be around you. Okay. And then the benefit of calm and charm, you'll be able to get things done, done in a contextual way. Whatever the situation, you can get it done because remember, you are being charmed. When being charmed is you have this power to attract and fascinate people to come and work with you, because they find it you are so pleasant and easy to work with, and conscious, careful, clear, and a more confident. So you aware, you realize what is it that you wanted to do, and what is it that you want to achieve, and you are confident about what you want to get and what you want to achieve. It's not that you're uncertain. Can I or can I not? Should I or should I not? So this is something that you really clearly decisive that this is what I want and how I want it. And people who is liking you because you're being charmed will be willingly to help you to get to where you want to be, where you want to, well, what is it that they will help you to get to your goals lah, basically. So be calm, keep your emotion in check, and allow other person to understand your passion. So be sincere and remember the first thing tadi, that you also want to win. So be clear with others that this is what you want. This is what you really, really want. But don't overwhelm people until they feel that there's something wrong with you because you kind of obsessed with this thing. So you can safely say, confidently say, this is what I want, this is my goal, my dream, whatever, and I'm going to get it in whatever the plan that you have lah. And telling it in a calm way, calm manner, will make you sound so interesting and make you sound that you are a person of have a well planned, and this is something that is pleasant to listen to. Okay. Okay. Here are some quote about keeping calm and stay charmed. That I kind of like. So this is from Toba Beta. A man of calm is like a shady tree. Kan? When you are in a very hot day, you always want to find shades, and shade under the tree is the most nicest lah, because it has this fresh feeling, and you have abundance of oxygen, and also the beautiful scenery that you have when you are sitting under a tree. So this is what it likes of a person who is calm. And people always attracted or wanting to be in beside a calm person, because they feel that they are sheltered, they are protected, so they will that is the benefit lah of being calm. Okay. And then the important thing for you to learn in any emergency is to stay calm, keep cool and think, because if you are having all skill knowing what to do in emergency situation, but if you cannot keep calm, if you cannot stay calm in a critical situation, you will end up in a very panic mode lah, panic in a very difficult situation, and people will have hard time dealing with you, and you also have hard time managing yourself getting out from this emergency situation. So first thing first, and when anything happen, stay calm. Stay calm, look around, and when you calm, pause. Remember I said earlier, pause for a while. You will see more options. You will see more strategies, more way out than when you are in a very panic atau very unsettling situation, like when you are nervous. When you are nervous, you are not calm enough, so you didn't see all this way out that is available in front of you. So you need to be able to stay calm. Learn to stay calm. uh, you can use counting technique. So you count yourself counting from 10 to 1, 20 to 1, and also regulate your breathing. Regulate your breathing. So when if you realize that your breathing is shallow and fast, keep on doing the breathing exercise, inhale and exhale deep, and make a gap, and create the distance of inhale and exhale uh, bigger and bigger, until you find yourself be able to think again. So the more you regulate your breathing, the more oxygen went up to your brain, and it's easier for you to be able to think and calm yourself down. So breathing is important. Charm is the ability to be apa ni, interested in other people. Saya tak nampak layan tu. Alright, charm is the ability to be genuinely, to be easy interested in other people. So yeah, basically, if you want to appear charming to other people, you have to be sincerely interested. How do you show your interest? By asking question. Remember, you asking question about them, and always be sincere, and don't be afraid to make a fool of yourself sometimes. Okay. All right, and then may the force be with you. Those who are watching Jedi kan, Star Wars, is charming, but more importantly, that you become the force. So when you have this calm energy, usually lah, automatically you also be a charming person. Because calm people, they will listen to other people first, and ask question, and all those charming qualities that we mentioned just now, charming tips, so already been exist in calm people. So if you want to be charmed, you must first master the calm, for yourself and perhaps for other people. Harrison Ford ni, the Jedi Master. No, he's not the Jedi Master. Kan? And then the nearer man comes to a calm mind, the closer he is to strength. So yeah, like the one ni lah, when you are emergency situation, but if you cannot stay calm, there's nothing that you can do. You become panic and you will drown yourself in your own panic emotion. So the more you be able to calm yourself, so the more stronger you can be, and you start to realize, oh, actually I know this, or this one I can do, I have learned this, I can reach to that, I can ask for help here and there. So you need to first calm yourself, and then you will listen, until you can listen the inner voice in you. Okay, so sharing my own personal experience lah. This is when I am 5 years old ke 6 years old. I was swimming in my father have a big fish pond. So me and all my cousins swimming. So, and then somebody threw the floaters in the middle of the pool, and without thinking, I jumped into the fish pond. It was huge for a 6-year-old, and swim to the middle to get that floaters, pelampung. And then before I reach to the floaters, I become tired, and I was drowning. I'm drowning, and I tried very hard to keep myself afloat, but I did not manage. And I realized slowly that I was sinking to the bottom of the pool. So I was slowly going to the bottom of the pool and seeing the top of the pool, and all my siblings and cousin was hovering, and I think they are screaming because I cannot hear them because I deep under the bottom of the pool. So at that moment, actually I can calm and actually hear myself, and I was able to think. Different from the moment when I was thrashing on the water, on the surface of the water, I cannot think and I cannot listen to whatever they are saying because I was panicked. But when I at the bottom of the pool, I look up and actually saw them, and I was talking to myself, do I want to end my life today? Is it the end of me today? And then I decided, no, this is not going to be the end of me. So at that spurs of the moment, I saw my cousin manage to get a long stick lah, a long stick, and try to shove it to me so that I can grab lah. And at that moment, I also decided that I'm not going to die in that pool. I'm not going to sit down and wait at the bottom of the pool. I jump out. I jump out because I can clearly hear me saying and thinking, talking to myself when I was at the bottom of the pool. So I jump out straight and reach out to the branches that my cousin was holding for me to hold on to. And Alhamdulillah, I am here today. But I want to, my point is that there's two different situation, no, the two different moment, but in the same situation. I was drowning in my father fish pond, a huge fish pond. So while I was struggling to get to the side of the pond, I was not able to think. I cannot hear what my cousin or what other people is saying. I'm just hearing water thrashing, and then after few minutes, I'm so tired, exhausted, and I'm falling down to the bottom of the pool, bottom of the pond. But when I was sitting there at the bottom of the pond, thinking for a mere second and looking up and deciding, and that is when I hear my voice so loud and so clear, saying to myself, "Hey, I'm not going to die today. I'm not going to just sit here at the bottom of the pond and counting my time." So then I used whatever remaining strength that I have. I jump out from the water and managed to reach out to the branches that my cousin have pulled up to near my area in the pond lah where I was falling kan. And Alhamdulillah, because of that and because of my few calm moment at this very dark hours that managed to pull me up. So the point is, keep calm. Always try to keep calm, and you will see the light, and you will see the way. You will see the solution of whatever that you are currently struggling about. Okay. All right. Okay. All right. So let me check if there are any question. What time is it? Oh, sorry. It's almost time. Okay, sorry, guys. Sorry. Okay. Mama Alif. I'm feeling that. What are you feeling, Mama Alif? That you feeling calm, or you feeling so nervous and all over the place that you cannot be calm? Be calm. I mean, it's yes, it's easier said than done. It require practice. It require for you to tune in to yourself. Because sometimes we are so caught up with everyday issues, conflict with people around us, that we have not been listening to our inner self, our soul, our core. So we need that time. We need that time. Find some way for you to practice. To practice this peace searching, and make it a routine for you to sit down and consciously talk to yourself. Talk to your inner person. What have I done today? What is the meaning of these past few months? Have I reached to any level of potential that I want to? Do I really understand myself? Is this what I want? Have I achieved what I want? Is what I want is still far away, or have I reached halfway? And what is the remaining journey after this? So talk to yourself, because all these questions cannot be answered by other people. It can only be answered by you. And when you have all the answer, I mean, the answer does not have to be very precise, because we don't know what happened in the future, kan? But at least if you know what is it that you want and you're clear about it, that is the answer lah. That is the answer, and that will give you so much peace and calm. This is what I want. I know it. And it might happen according to my schedule. It might not. It might happen through whatever that I have planned. It might not. So, but as long as you know this is what you want, that is already some source of peace that you can have and keep with you. eh. And all the while, try to practice these charming tips because it's going to be useful and hopefully will make your communication easier with other people. Those who are you are close with and those who are you are not, or those who you want to start a relationship. Agree with Madam P searching, yeah, to do that. It's not easy, it's not just happening in a snap. Yeah, reflection really helped me a lot, see things in different perspective. Yes, do a lot of reflection if you can. Sometimes people like to do self-reflection. Yeah, looking, measuring who they are before and what they are now. And some people like to do self-reflection by asking others. How do you feel about me? And how do you see me 10 years before and now? Is there any different? Have I changed? Have I not changed? So, whatever the method that you use to do this self reflection and soul searching is up to you. Whatever works for you, do it. As long as you understand yourself and find this inner peace that you are looking for, and it will make you stronger and closer to that inner power that you have. When you find this peace retreat in your mind, in your heart, in your cognitive ke psychological, you are almost unbreakable lah. People cannot break you, they cannot break your spirit and dampen your spirit, whatever, because you have found your inner strength. And that is the real strength where people cannot take away. Okay? Buff them up and motivate them. Okay. Yes, that is so correct. Alif Akmal, ouch, why? What did I say? What did I do? I'm so sorry. Azra Aziz, great sharing. Thank you so much for being with us tonight. Okay, any other question? Kalau tak ada question, thank you so much for attending GCU, Student Guidance Unit Lighthouse Edition. And don't forget, don't miss out for another interesting topic next Friday, sharing from SDU. Okay, for Skoran people, you can go to the link that Madam Maisara has shared here in the chat box. So please register yourself for your very much earned Skoran point. So having said that, I would like to wish you a very good weekend ahead. Hopefully you have a good rest these 2 days and fully recharged to start yet another tough week because we are approaching final exam dah lah. This is kind of the last lap of the semester for you to complete all your assignment, all your project, blah blah blah, before we meet with final exam on May after Hari Raya. And also we're going to celebrate Ramadan soon. So I hope it's not too early for me to say Ramadan Mubarak to all of you. Selamat berpuasa next week. Anak bulan akan mula dilihat pada hari Jumaat minggu hadapan. So kita akan puasa either Sabtu or Ahad. Right? So selamat menunaikan ibadah berpuasa. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi taala wabarakatuh. Jumpa lagi. Minta maaf salah silap. Bye bye. Thank you, Sarah. Nur Hidayatul, thank you so much for being here.